Metrics and measurements refer to the collection and analysis of data related to team performance and project progress. The purpose of metrics and measurements is to provide objective insights into team performance, identify areas for improvement, track progress towards project goals, and make decisions about how to allocate resources. Metrics and measurements in Agile also refer to the use of data and statistics to monitor and evaluate the progress, performance, and outcomes of an Agile project. Metrics and measurements help Agile teams and organizations to understand the effectiveness of their processes, identify areas for improvement, and make data-driven decisions to optimize their Agile practices. Different ways of metrics usage. 1. Performance evaluation. Metrics and measurements can be used to evaluate the performance of individual team members, as well as the team as a whole. This can help to identify areas where additional training or support may be needed and to recognize high performers. 2. Process improvement. Metrics and measurements can be used to identify areas where the team's processes can be improved, such as identifying bottlenecks or areas of waste. This can help the team to optimize its processes and work more efficiently. 3. Project tracking. Metrics and measurements can be used to track progress towards project goals, such as completing user stories or delivering features. This can help the team to stay on track and meet project deadlines. 4. Make decisions about how to allocate resources. Metrics can be used to make decisions about how to allocate resources. For example, if a team is consistently missing its velocity, it may need to allocate more resources to the project. Different metrics used by Agile team. 1. Velocity. This measures the amount of work completed by the team during a sprint. It can be used to predict how much work the team can complete in future sprints. It can also be used to estimate how long a project will take and to track progress over time. 2. Cycle time. This measures the time it takes to complete a user story or feature. It can be used to identify bottlenecks in the team's process and to optimize its efficiency. It does not include any waiting time in between steps, such as waiting for code reviews or testing. 3. Lead time. This is the time it takes for a user story or feature to go from the point of being requested to the point of being delivered. It includes all the steps in the process, such as analysis, design, development, testing, and deployment. It can be used to identify areas where the team can improve its responsiveness. 4. Quality. Quality is a measure of how well a product or service meets its requirements. It can be measured in a variety of ways, such as defect rates, customer satisfaction surveys, and user testing. 5. Throughput. This is the amount of work completed by the team over a specific period of time, such as a sprint. It is typically measured in story points or other units of work. It can be used to measure the team's capacity and to track progress over time. 6. Work in progress limit. This is the maximum amount of work that can be in progress at any given time. It helps to prevent overloading the team with too much work, which can lead to delays and decreased productivity. It can be used to identify bottlenecks and to improve the flow of work. 7. Cumulative flow diagram. This is a visual representation of the flow of work through the team's system over time. It shows the amount of work in each stage of the process, as well as the rate at which work is moving through the system. 8. Deployment frequency. Deployment frequency is the number of times a product or service is deployed to production in a given period of time. It can be used to measure the team's agility and to improve the speed of delivery. 9. Customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is a measure of how satisfied customers are with the product or service. It can be measured in a variety of ways, such as surveys, interviews, and social media. 10. Burn-up chart. This is a visual representation of the amount of work completed by the team over time compared to the total amount of work to be completed. It helps the team to track its progress towards completing the project. 11. Burn-down chart. This is a visual representation of the amount of work remaining to be completed over time. It helps the team to track its progress towards completing the project on time. 12. Defect density. This is the number of defects found in a certain amount of work, typically measured in lines of code or function points. It helps the team to identify areas of the code that need improvement and to track the quality of the team's work over time. 13. Code coverage. This is the percentage of the code that is covered by automated tests. It helps the team to identify areas of the code that need more testing and to track the quality of the team's tests over time. 14. Time to market. Time to market is the amount of time it takes to bring a product or service to market. It can be used to measure the team's agility and to improve the speed of delivery. 15. Rework rate. Rework rate is the percentage of work that needs to be redone. It can be used to identify areas where the team can improve its efficiency. 16. Team morale. Team morale is a measure of how motivated and engaged the team is. It can be measured in a variety of ways, such as surveys, interviews, and social media. 17. Team productivity. Team productivity is a measure of how much work the team can complete in a given period of time. It can be measured in a variety of ways, such as cycle time, throughput, and lead time. By using a combination of these metrics, an agile team can gain a comprehensive understanding of its performance, identify areas for improvement, and make data-driven decisions to optimize its workflow and deliver value to its customers. Advantages of using metrics and measurements in an agile team. 1. Objective insights. Metrics and measurements provide objective data that can be used to evaluate team performance and track progress towards project goals. 2. Continuous improvement. Metrics and measurements can be used to identify areas for improvement, which can help the team to continuously improve its processes and work more efficiently. 3. Predictive capabilities. Metrics and measurements can be used to make predictions about future performance, such as how much work the team can complete in future sprints. This can help the team to plan and allocate resources more effectively. Improved visibility. Metrics can help to improve visibility into the team's progress and performance. This can help the team to identify problems early on and to make adjustments as needed. 5. Increased accountability. Metrics can help to increase accountability within the team. This is because they provide a way to measure the team's performance and to identify areas where improvement is needed. 6. Improved decision making. Metrics can help to improve decision making within the team. This is because they provide a way to measure the impact of different decisions and to choose the decision that is most likely to lead to success. Questions. 1. Could you mention some of the benefits of using metrics and measurements for agile teams? 2. Could you mention some of these metrics and measurements and describe how they are used? 3. Could you give with illustrations some of the indicators to look out for while using metrics and measurements?